It's so nice to I can't see you, but it's nice to pretend you are there. And maybe you actually are. And maybe this microphone is not working. It is. It's good to pretend you are there. It warms my heart to know that my imagination can picture you in front of me. It's time to cast this game of Starbow. It's been a while and I'm very excited. In the top right corner, we're going to have the French Zerg player Byleth, who likes to play green. I don't think I cast this game before. No, I don't think I have. Just want to make sure. In the bottom left corner, we're going to have his great nemesis. I don't know. They're about equally indifferent about anything. It's going to be Dirtybag. Okay. That just came out all wrong. I think both Byleth and Dirtybag are going to get mad at me for saying that. Let me try and rephrase that. They're both gonna... They both don't care too much about being too nice to the people they play versus. Let's just put it that way. They both care more about just beating people, nerds left and right. And I'm okay with that, you know. I'm okay with having some players just here to beat others and just be better at the game and not make friends. I think these two are those sort of people. But that makes for some really good games, and that's what it's all about today, casting them good games. And ooh, sorry, I got distracted, which I almost always does. Interestingly enough, actually, when I was casting with Rifkin for the Starbow Ladder Cup, he did mention that he had. Okay, don't quote me on this. I might be completely wrong, but he kind of hinted to that he may have attention deficit disorder or something like that. I think it was. I don't know if he was serious or if he was just kind of just generally gets easily distracted by stuff, so he just kind of threw that out there as a, you know, oh, I got ADD because, you know, like I don't know if he was actually being serious. But he talked about that, and I was like, man, I too get really easily distracted about stuff. Maybe I actually got ADD. I don't really know. I've never tested or anything. I just know I'm kind of all over the place, and when it comes to like menial tasks, I'm horrible at them. So I went online and I took a test. Just some, like, not like a real big diagnosis with a psychiatrist live there and everything. Just like one of those. This is not a like one of those tests that like have a disclaimer on them saying like this is not like a clinical test. You know, if you know, you can't get a diagnosis here. Just something to pinpoint you in the right direction. And you got like scores. You got like points. The higher points you got, the more susceptible it was that you actually had ADD. And like they had different like levels of ADD, and the highest level was called like adult ADD. I don't know why it was called that, but you had like moderate, and then you had higher and higher, and the highest one was adult. And you needed 34 or more points to have adult ADD, and I scored a 35. So yeah, I think I might want to talk to a psychiatrist or something, and maybe get a proper test. Maybe I need to take some medication or something. I don't know. I don't know if they have medication for ADD? I don't know. Well, they have a diagnosis, so probably something they do to not cure it necessarily, but like treat it in some way. Anyhow, we can see Byleth getting really sneaky third base here. I haven't been talking about the game at all, just talking about myself because I'm so awesome. I'm much cooler than these guys. We got the very slow turning Zerglings. Oh, okay, this is the newest patch. Okay, I haven't casted this game before then. I thought it was an old patch for a second. Dirtybag just killing Zerglings, man. Like it ain't no thing. He's got one hit off on that Marine though. I don't know if that was worth it. Anyway, Overlord being slow. He could actually make an Overseer if he just gets a little bit more gas. That would have been a nice choice, I think, as Overseers. Okay, fun fact. 0.43 movement speed for Overlords, and that for Overseers on hatchery tech is 1.02, which is slower than the StarCraft 2 Overseer, but more than twice as fast as the Overlord. So you might as well want to do that. And I think that's kind of OP, to be honest. And I wanted to nerf that, but nobody else wants to nerf that. So I guess we're not nerfing that. But whatever. A little bit of whining. Gotta whine a little bit. So in the meantime, we have no Lair yet. He's going for a fast third, but he's going to stay on hatchery tech, which is kind of interesting as we have no Banelings. So he's just going to have to defend with Zerglings and Spinecrawlers for now. Is he getting Burrow? No. Could do some Burrow Zergling shenanigans here. That's always fun to do, but they usually scan before they attack. Well, depends on the timing push, but if a push is too late, they almost always scan. Just to be certain. Engineering incoming. Dirtybag going for a very effective set of units here. And I was going to say his APM is really high, but actually Byleth's APM is quite impressive too. They're both very similar on APM. We have, okay, now the lair is incoming. Swarm Queen spewing her goo. We got some Zerglings we're going to follow, and in the meantime, Balthasar is commenting that everyone has ADD, and that's probably correct. Anyhow. No, I probably don't have ADD. I don't know, but I want to get it checked out anyway. So, enough about me and ADD. We got Dirtybag moving out with a substantial force here, and these Zerglings are going to have a little bit of a hard time dealing with this, and he's just generally going to have a hard time dealing with this. Now, Zerg is OP, so he can, you know, use Nurturing Swarm to churn out these spine crawlers faster, but then he won't have as much energy for inject. That doesn't really matter, because he has a lot of energy stockpiled. What's interesting, though, is that he hasn't made a macro hatch. Well, he's made this third base, but I really think he should add a macro hatch, like, about now. He really got the resources to... Ooh, he was checking for third base. It means his push is going to be a little bit weaker. He comes a little bit later, and he might have some more Zerglings up. But, man, this is not a lot of... Like, he could try to break this. It'd be... Yeah, he could try, but it's a little bit risky. Like, you never know how much stuff is... Oh, okay, now he does. But you never know... Okay, 12 more Zerglings incoming. He's just like, I really actually need to make some units here. And he's... Ooh, now he's taking a lot of hits, actually. That was kind of sloppy from Dirtybag. Yeah, I don't think he should attack anymore. 12 more Zerglings incoming, Hydroden on the way, Spire. Well, those two doesn't matter right now, but the Zerglings does. And these Zerglings themselves can almost surround and kill this. Especially with the attack speed that we increased, or attack, whatever, rate. Ooh, we're gonna lose another Firebat. Very sloppy from Dirtybag, he really should pull back now. A couple of Zerglings trying to go for some counter attack. That pathing is violent. That's just not gonna happen. Dirtybag very well prepared for that. I'm gonna burn some Zerglings. Burn this. Oh, hiding the Spire again with some poop. I mean, some creep. Whatever. It's hidden in the poop. Legend speaks of a Spire hidden in the poop. And that's how Byleth got his reputation. Anyway, so, and he's gonna reinforce his push, actually. No medics, though. Okay, the medic is left behind. There's just 2 medics here, but they have full energy, though. But still, like, 1 stim, and these medics will be pretty much out of energy trying to heal up all of these units. It's a lot of units to heal for only 2 medics. Mutalisks incoming. This base was still not been figured out, has it? And that's very important for this part of the game. He thinks he's containing his base on 2 bases. He's what did I just say? He thinks he's containing his opponent on 2 bases, but it's actually 3. And he's just want to make sure the spine crawlers are still there. So he sacrificed them. I guess he was checking for lurkers, but I think that was kind of unnecessary, to be honest. Poor Marine. So, Mutalisks are going to circumvent these guys, but fear not, missile turrets are already up. Did he actually scan and see this? No, but he's just assuming. He actually saw the Hydroden, but he's just still assuming. Actually, there's only... How many times have I said actually right now? Anyway, there's only 2 missile turrets here, and there's nothing here at all, so the main base is a little bit vulnerable. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so he's not even going to try, and these units are... Ooh, that's a lot of Mutalisks now. He got to be a little bit careful with the ton of Lurker and Zergling. He's just... Byleth is going for everything. Ooh, I like this double dropship. That can actually be really devastating. Well, if he can... Oh, okay, he's going to get some of the reinforcements. That's actually really nice from Byleth there. It's going to be hard for... He should stim and move forward. No, he's actually just going to go for the drop instead and just sacrifice his reinforcements. I don't know if I agree with that. But he really needs to pick up, like, super fast. He doesn't see... Byleth still doesn't see what just happened. And he has a huge army in his base, but there's lurkers here, and he needs to pull back. And he needs to scan. Is he going to be able to deal with this? There's a lot of lurkers, though. It's going to be difficult to deal with. And he's getting some nice Mutalisk kills there, though. But Dirtybag, with only 2 medics, he's going to have a hard time healing all of this. We've got some very damaged Marines now. And very, very good idea from Dirtybag, but unfortunately, just... not enough medics, I think, and just not enough units in general. Nice response time from Byleth with the lurkers there. Anyhow, so Byleth is going to clean this one up. Is he going to get that lurker? He almost did. Nope, it's not even going to get the lurker. Unfortunate. In the meantime, I think he's going to go for, yes, double science vessel production, which is exactly what you should do from this point. You already have 2 starports from the double. I don't know if you needed 2 starports, though, to make 2... like, I think you would have maybe gotten faster with this one, but I guess you wanted to anyway. Just to start double science vessel production. That's just so important versus this composition with lurkers and Mutalisks. It's a lot of gas invested for Byleth, but he's still just doing fine. Well, he's got this base incoming. this base has been growing strong for so long, and this is actually, you know what, to be honest, this is the main reason that push was being held back so easily, because Byleth's been having a third base economy for so long, and now finally Dirtybag saw it, and that he thought his opponent was on 2 base, he thought he had him contained. If he knew about this base, man, and he could just send those units over there earlier, and this would have been a completely different game. Anyhow, some lurkers wandering around, more lurkers incoming. Byleth likes them lurkers going for fast hive. Another push out. It's going to bring the science vessels in front, which is very nice. This is like perfect distance. Like, okay, so if he sees like a scourge, he can pull back and they can shoot the scourge, and then he knows he's going to keep his marine safe and not walk straight into lurker. Spikes, that is so dangerous to do, and he's going to expand in the meantime. One Zergling though, it's just going to die. I was going to say it's going to make his life difficult, but no. That Zergling didn't make anyone's life difficult except for his own by dying. I guess death isn't really that difficult, it's just unfortunate. Oh, it's just gonna cancel that. Here comes the Zerglings, and got one Marine, but yeah, Marines kill Zerglings, pretty good. Very nice casting there, Cepheus. Marines can kill Zerglings. Okay, so much irradiate, but so many lurkers, he has to pull back from it. That's a ton of lurkers, man. But he's doing a really good job microing against it. But here comes the Scourges, and okay, it's just gonna turn around. Instead of trying to go for the Mother Load, just pick off the one that was kind of weakened out. And this is definitely the right way to fight lurkers. Just stay back, let the Irradiate do the work. He's got one more Irradiate, but I don't think he can engage this now. I think Byleth really should reposition those 2 lurkers over here, but even more lurkers incoming. In the meantime, it's just gonna not care about those lurkers and start circumvent them, and there's no lurkers here to defend. So this is actually really nice from Dirtybag. I like this move. He's just gonna let this base live and just go for a different route. In the meantime, he's actually taking this base as well. And if Byleth knew about that, he could deny that really easily with those lurkers, but he doesn't know. He doesn't know. It's actually quite good to irradiate Zerglings in Starbow compared to Brood War, because the cloud is like big around the units, but I don't think he's gonna be able to. Oh, those Scourges! Come on, do something! Oh, that was sad. So much energy, such death. It's unfortunate. Got kind of a flank, but this is like not enough units at all. Like, yeah, this are so many Marines. They'll be just fine. Oh, but here comes the yeah, okay, Scourge is taking off the dropship. Here goes the surround, but oh no, okay, Scourge is actually getting a lot, and here comes all the Zerglings, and he might just do this. He wants to push through the Zerglings, not to the lurkers, and nice little nerve jammer there, but that's just not going to help too much. And wow, Dirtybag moving out a little bit too late. Those Zerglings were actually kind of dead. He could have just walked through them there, I think, but whatever. He's just gonna get cleaned up again, but in the meantime, Dirtybag, man, is everywhere. And was this a drop, or did he just move? Okay, this was a drop. So that was a very nice drop there, and fortunately for Dirtybag though, the units does get cleaned up, but he did kill a lot of workers, and he denied a lot of mining there. The base has been up for so long though. But Dirtybag is getting his 4th base very safely secured in the meantime, and Defiler's on the way. So this will be a difficult stage for Dirtybag to survive through, and Byleth going for another base. Oh, sorry. Okay, going for that nerve jammer again, it's gonna negate all the well, not all the damage, but a lot of the damage from the Zerglings. And look how long these Marines stay alive now, compared to how they did earlier. But they only do, how much less damage do they do? Okay, I should have checked that. But if he had a couple of fire bats, he could have roasted pretty much all of those Zerglings, especially with the nerve jammer. Let me just see if the chat is... What's going on here? Anyway, so did I just type something? I did. So we got Defilers on the way. We got another command center for Dirtybag. He should probably fill up this bunker at some point, but I guess he's just content with having it there. I think Zerglings now have Adrenal Glance. Definitely that weapon speed. Look at that, 0.38. That's so fast. It's a little like machine guns. Ooh, a couple of firebats that are so important for his armor right now are gonna get caught out of guard, or just not gonna get caught off guard. But okay, so he cancels this base, but he's gonna lose every single Marine. These are so many Zerglings with Defilers. Oh, nice little irradiate there from the Defiler, and the Marines are actually getting in a good position now. If he can get the lurkers in here, no, but there's just no point. Ooh, Dirtybag irradiating his own. Oh, really nice, irradiating his own science vessels to kill Oh, but he's gotta be careful not to kill his own units. He just kills everything. He really does friendly fire on the bio units. He has to be careful there. In the meantime, I thought I saw some attacking here, but not at all. But we do have some Mutalisks over here, and they just might become Guardians. Do we have a Greater Spire? No, we don't have a Greater. Not yet. Maybe sometime later. But they're kind of suspiciously placed right here. In the meantime, so Dirtybag forced another cancel on this base, but it didn't get this base. This is going to be very hard to get through. And, oh, Firebat not paying attention. But he's going to die again to irradiate. And Dirtybag should really actually use this to not just go back and kill his own workers. These are actually, you gotta be careful with these science vessels that are irradiate, man. Oh, he's gonna kill his own units. Ugh, this is so bad. Don't do this, Dirtybag. Oh, it's so bad. In the meantime, another attack. Man, there's just stuff happening everywhere. I haven't like I'm saying I'm casting this game, but I'm only casting like 50% of this game. The rest of the stuff I'm not getting it. And Dirtybag again with throwing away some more units. I think you should stop with these little attacks right now. There's just so many lurkers, so many units, so much stuff for Byleth. And what do we have here? We have a complete mech switch from Dirtybag, playing the mind games, playing the meta games. We got a ton of spider mines now, and this is going to be so good versus the composition of Byleth, which is mostly lurker zergling. And okay, the Mutalisks were discovered. So Dirtybag again is going to expand. He's expanding everywhere, and he's doing a good job at it. And we've got a ton of Zerglings, but they are not going to do anything versus Spider Mines and Vultures unless he can mind drag. Okay, there we go. Look how many Zerglings dying to these Spider Mines. It's just crazy. Bam! Okay, there's actually quite a bit of Zerglings left, and they could force a cancel there. He needs to bring down the Vultures again. Vultures do a great job versus Zergling if they're microed. Nice little lift there just to make sure. But here comes the Mutalisks. They're going to be annoying actually. And he can't really deal with these Mutalisks. He needs some Vikings or some. Well, he only needs. Oh, he needs Science Vessels, but oh, he drove Scourges into the command center. I was sure he's going to get the Science Vessels with the Scourges, but he actually drove. He just sniped the command center. That's not very cost effective. I don't know how many. Ooh, losing a file. I don't know how many Scourges you need to kill a command center, but it's like crazy not cost effective. That's like. I was gonna say that's like killing a planetary with Banelings, but that's actually a common thing to do in StarCraft 2. So we got Vulture's really good at harassing bases, but not when there's lurkers burrow there. Okay, he's got. This is perfect though. Spider mines for the Ultra stage. Ultralisk eat so many spider mines, and they take so much damage from them. Okay, so we don't need the barracks anymore. We might as well just send them all off in the same direction. That's kind of odd. I thought I was gonna scout with them. I guess he kind of is, but I don't know. He just didn't. He's really bad at the. I can't talk. At the barrack splitting. Needs better barrack splitting. Dirtybag is spending his money well. It's getting this is the problem though with the mech switch transition is his upgrades. It's gonna take forever to get his upgrades up. How's his bio upgrades? Does he have any bio units? I can check. There we go. He did get 2-1 before he switched, and here we go. Here comes the Guardian plus a Devourer. Devourers, by the way, have crazy wrong stats, and by that I mean OP stats, like crazy OP stats compared to Brood War, so we're changing that in the next patch. That's just a mistake from our part. Like when whoever did it, Cabell I think who did it, who changed to the Brood War stats, he just did it wrong, like just calculated it wrong, and we're gonna fix that now. I know it's already, wow, that's just so many science vessels! So many science vessels! And if he can just irradiate everything, he'll just win. Like, that's how irradiate works. Like, when you have that many science vessels, it's great. Okay, look at this. Ultralisk versus Spider Mine. Oh, okay, never mind. Come on. Okay, there we go. Just look at this. Bam! Like, oh, they die so fast. And that's such an expensive unit to lose to Spider Mine. Plague! Ooh, that's a huge plague. He needs to irradiate everything before they die. Okay, they're not gonna die. Well, they might. But that's a nice Dark Swarm actually. That plague was sick. Oh, and here comes the Guardians. Been attacking in the meantime. If he has like one Devourer, he can start sniping off Science Vessels. Actually, one Mutalisks can do wonders because they can hit like 3 Science Vessels with each shot. And ooh, sorry. Let me just do something real quick. There we go. Okay, my screen was getting really weird. In the meantime, we have just all the things happening. Okay, it's just barracks floating everywhere. So that plague was really good. The scouting barracks are gonna see this expansion right now. He doesn't need scan when you have barracks. And this is kind of awkward because he wanted to expand there and Byleth took it instead. Byleth hasn't expanded in a while. This is his recent expansion, and this one was taken a long time ago. If you look at the mineral count here, yes, 400 has been harvested off of each derp mineral field. That's what it's called, and Dirtybag's just expanding everywhere. Looking at the supply count, though, Dirtybag is probably got less income. Yes, he does, but he has more army at the moment. A little bit. But Byleth's army is quite effective at this time, as he has Defilers and Ultralisks, which are very effective supply-wise. So he's going to try and deny Dirtybag from denying his expansion. There's a lot of denial going on here, and so many... Okay, they're going to go through this, but they took so much damage on those Spider-Man. This was a very cost-effective engagement for Dirtybag, actually, even though he's not going to hold this. Okay, actually, now they're just going to die. Oh, he can snipe off Science Vessels! They're so low on health. Why hasn't he repaired them yet? Oh, don't go there! Bad fly zone. Okay, it only gets one because he started shooting off the wrong one. But there's so many. Like, look at that. Look at the damage. There's like, okay, so he's getting them repaired now. It's like I need to repair this. He got so many siege tanks. He got one already done. He's got two on the way. This base is still going to Byleth at the moment. He needs to bring out some more vultures, I think, and he's making them 2 at a time. But actually, here we go. Byleth is going to attack this. He sees the lack of vultures. He's going to run in with Zerglings, and ooh, very nice mind drag there too. And he needs to throw out some irradiates there. There we go. Maybe some nerve armor. And the Hydralisk could try and target down the Science Vessels. The Science Vessels count has been suffering from Dirtybag. And it's not like he's got little gas. I don't know why he hasn't remade more Science Vessels. He's just been focusing on the mech. But he really needs the Science Vessels too. He had a lot of Science Vessels, but he needs to keep making them. And he has 3. He can make like 3 at a time now with all that gas. Look at that. They're like, how much do they cost? They're, oh, I can't see. Whatever. They don't cost that much minerals. They cost mostly gas. Dirtybag has a really odd expansion right here. What just happened with that barracks? Why is it? Okay, whatever. Yeah, maybe I have ADD. So, Dirtybag again is going to try and deny this expansion. Can Byleth deny the denial? Or will that be denied? Who knows? So, oh, the Spider-Mans are going to get placed a little bit too late, so the Zerglings are going to connect to the siege tanks, and the siege tanks are going to do a lot of friendly splash damage there. The Defiler has 1 Patuck to place it, but that doesn't really matter because there's just not enough siege tanks. And, like, he really needed those Vultures mines, and the Planetary Fortress can just activate and kill these Zerglings. I don't know why he doesn't do that. That's kind of sad to see. Man, losing so many SCVs. Come on, please. Oh, he's even producing SCVs. And he's losing Science Vessels. Dirtybag is just falling apart, I feel. He should have been continuing to make Science Vessels. He should have made more Vultures, planted more mines, like supported his siege tanks better, and activated this planetary. And right now, Dirtybag is just kind of slipping in the late game. That's unfortunate. He really was in a dominant position. Now Byleth, look at the supplies from when I pointed out earlier. It's like completely reversed. And so many upgrades is going over to this bar because my aspect ratio is horrible. Oh, Dirtybag's final bio push, but yeah, hasn't seen bio in a while. Good English, Cepheus. But here we go. Byleth is going to push every front possible. It's going to bring some Hydras, I guess. There's actually nothing to defend here. We got some bunkers now, but they're pretty much useless. And there we go. GG.